Being in trial with Kazuma is not really how I expected it to be, but it's interesting. It's interesting. Oh, there you are, Otto. What kept you, my dear fellow? Hello, Mr. Sholmes, Gina. You sure about what you said there? That the boss, actually died the day before. It's pretty hard to swallow. I don't know. That's the best guess we got. Sholmes, please. It's not a competition, Mr. Sholmes. But I was more shocked than all of you put together. This is the autopsy report in question, is it? Yes, it's strange that there's no time of death noted. I suppose there's a simple explanation, or perhaps it was a deliberate omission. Sholmes, you being surprised is the opposite of a flex. You know what? For Sholmes, it's true because he's trying to be like, I know everything. I'm the great detective. I would have solved it at once. Saying you're surprised is like, so you didn't know anything. Okay, good. Oh dear, if it was deliberate, it puts me in mind of the last case we worked on, and Dr. Scythe. That is true. I thought of that as well. I know. Anyway, it seems that on the day before Lord Van Zix discovered his body, Inspector Gregson was investigating the Red-Headed League, so perhaps something happened with them. Oh, I really don't want Gregsy to be dead. Come to think of it, you had trouble with those League men too, didn't you, Mr. Sholmes? You were taken in by their trick. No. Naturally, I wasn't taken in, as you put it. My sleuth-hound interest was merely piqued slightly by the rare scent of a weekly £4 income. Sure, so you drank concoction after concoction to change your hair color, only to... Whatever, Sholmes. That scent masked the underlying scent of deception, I suppose. The two criminals in question are the pair we saw being arrested yesterday, aren't they? In Mr. Sholmes' suite, I mean. That's right, Suze. And it was me what took him in, sorry. We do have a coroner report, not saying any statement about that, but it does make Gregson being alive so much rarer. I know, but still. But the same thing happened with the professor and he was still alive. Until he got shot again, I mean, but still. Sholmes, you are not who I would call a law-abiding citizen, but you know what? Whatever. So it's going to be that pair in the witness stand next, is it? Something doesn't quite make sense to me, though. The day before Inspector Gregson was found, you hadn't had trouble with the Red-Headed League yet, had you? Why would the inspector have been investigating them? Well, because it's suspicious. £4 a week? No, he means that it's weird, like, how are they getting the money to just give £4 a week? Yes, well, then there's the whole issue of Inspector Gregson being investigated by Lord Van Zix for some reason. The Reaper, the Red-Headed League, Inspector Gregson, Lord Van Zix, and Kazuma. I feel as though he knew we'd arrive at this point somehow. Gosh, I think you're right. I love how Gina immediately picked up on Sholmes' scamming. Oh, she could see that from, like, there right away. She's very smart. And Sholmes, I think at this point she knows just what kind of what kind of person he's like at this point. What's he really trying to achieve here today? All the answers will soon be revealed. Observe the time, my dear fellow. This recess will be over very shortly. Yes, you're right. Kazuma was determined that he should be the one to prosecute this trial, and he was determined that I should take the defense. Just what is it that he's hoping to make me see, I wonder? I get the feeling we're a long way from the end of this trial yet. No, I feel the same way, dude. Are you ready then, Mr. Sato? Yes. Alright, we're getting into the trial. Alright. 2nd of November, 1 p.m., the Old Bailey courtroom. Oh, you're back on the stand, dude. Oh, Van Ziegs. Did you bring the 2 redwoods here? Yes, the 2 members of the Red-Headed League who planned and carried out the deception. They arrived not long ago from the local prison by police carriage. Okay, here we go. Squeaky chairs. That looks like some really good pasta there. These 2 men are currently being held by the police on suspicion of attempted extortion. You may omit your occupations, but state your names now for the court. Fabian De Russo? What? Fabian? Why'd you put your hat like that? Pippin? Cute. The 2 men first became acquainted at a boarding school for European nobility. So graduate from Temzik? Oh my god. The privilege to be able to say that shit. Oh my goodness. Wow, Peppino, how do you constantly eat like that? That's a... So that's the only reason for this whole grand deception you've been carrying out? Oh my god, you could say that. Hilarious brothers, what the fuck? Why? How? Huh. But if they're nobility, why would they need to do this? Well, the guy on the left is French and the guy on the right is Italian, I think. Okay, so... But again, why would they need to swindle money? They're bored because they're from a noble family, because they're rich. So they swindle money from people who don't have money. Like, that's so fucked up. We saw that notice. It was this one, I believe, entitled To the Red-Headed League. I'm honored that you have seen it, and I didn't want to, but... It states that the only condition for joining the league is having flame-colored hair, and that if you satisfy the interview panel and are admitted to the league, you could receive a weekly income of £4. More skeptical, I went, wow, of course the rich food's just scam, just extreme capitalism. I mean, I'm not surprised that they would do it, but I'm still like, that's so fucked up. On the date specified, red-headed hopefuls gathered in droves at a park specified in the advertisement. And from each person present, this pair took an application fee of 5 shillings. An application fee. No, it was most dishonorable. But, to be frank, I'm stunned that anybody was foolish enough to be taken in by such an obvious trick, like Mr. Sherlock Holmes. The park was described by one witness as choked with red-headed folk, like a coster's orange barrow. And the day on which all these men gathered to apply was the day before the victim was discovered. Crucially, these 2 men spoke face to face with every single person present that day. Okay. I like Peppino's animations. Anyway, why have we been summoned here today? Because you're part of the league that Gregson was investigating and he got killed while investigating, so that's, your guys very suspicious. This is a different trial. Naturally, neither of these men have been told any details about this trial. They've only been shown this photograph. Okay. Oh my god, Peppino. You got the infinite plate of pasta. I'm jealous. Oh, now I want pasta. More than 1,000 red-headed people assemble in the park on Lime Street. You don't recall that person, though. I mean, just because you didn't see them in the park doesn't mean they weren't in your group already. Because the park was only for new members, no? I wonder. You've given sworn testimony that this man in the photograph was not present. Can you be certain? Okay, you're quite certain. He's really a soaking now. This confidential document was obtained directly from Scotland Yard. It records an entry from the inspector's private diary dated the day before the incident. It reads, Lime Street, Red-Headed League, undercover. It literally said Red-Headed League, which you guys have already said you are the leaders of, a part of. There's no question that Inspector Gregson was investigating the Red-Headed League, which means it's quite possible that's when he was killed. But he definitely wouldn't have been killed right on the street. That would be that would be stupid. Unless it was really packed tight and they thought they could get away with it. But we don't even know for sure if they specifically did it, I guess. I don't know. Thousand red-headed people. 1,000 people? That's a very big crowd. It was quite a spectacle, redheads said. Come from all over the capital. I think he told you to stop calling him Capo, but... That sounds extreme, yeah. Again, why the hat like that? That makes no sense. Oh, I wish he would stop eating. I'm hungry. So you earned 5,000 shillings in one day. That's a small fortune. Who'd have thought there were 1,000 such gullible redheads in London to start with? One of whom was a great detective with chemically altered hair. Kinda wanna make pasta. I know, right? It looks so good. Oh, whoops. Nope. Press. He doesn't look at all familiar. No, I don't think so. Says the con artist. If between them they interviewed 1,000 people with red hair, it would be unreasonable to expect them to remember every face. If the French one pulls out the croissant, I'll lose. Oh no. Or like a baguette of some sort. Okay, so you don't think you saw the guy at all. But he's not going to give the court a definite, it seems. But according to what you've said, you spoke with 1,000 or more people that day. So many red, so much red. Surely then you can't actually remember every single face. How are you so certain that this particular man wasn't present? Okay. So this is scripted. I mean, some people's facial hair and like some people have facial hair that just doesn't match the hair on their head. It's not that far-fetched. Maybe they started graying in the face first, I don't know. Kazuma said these two had only been shown the photograph and they'd been told nothing else at all. But what if I fed them just one other detail about the victim? For example, his fish and chips, maybe. Was there a man scarfing down them fish and chips? I can certainly appreciate that just knowing the man had red hair wouldn't help you remember in this situation. But what if I told you that the man was always munching on a pack of fish and chips? Do you remember a man who was eating incessantly? Oh, maybe not. Oh, I thought that would work. Aw. I thought that would work. Black Cat Tiamat, thanks for the raid. I really appreciate it. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. And hope you had a good, stream. Whatever it was you were playing. Welcome, everybody. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that! No! My controller was in my lap and it... No! But we only have your word for that. What do you mean? Oh, well, that's a new animation. True. That doesn't sound like a good day at all, no. No, you were caught carrying out a plot to swindle hundreds of innocent people. Yes, you were. That's why you were arrested. You're opposite a victim. What the fuck? Why is it Peppino's fault, huh? What do you mean by that? You promised not to say. After we had taken all the money that day, we should have left the country. Oh, but they wanted to stay. Oh, I see. So they couldn't leave. Oh, the music stopped. What's happening? Holy punishment. So they know they did wrong. Oh, good job, guys. Peppino, for the last time. This is not only punishment. It's only... No! But why didn't you get the tickets yourself then? Stop talking about pasta, I'm hungry. And I've seen the evidence. Oh my god, no! They haven't told us much we didn't already know. What do you think, Mr. Naruhodo? Well, if it was in the inspector's diary, it seems likely that he must have gone to Lime Street that day. And yet, these two both claim they didn't see him. I have to say, they don't appear to be telling lies. Well, they are experts in deception, don't forget. Sounding plausible is their specialty. They may be lying simply to avoid being implicated in this case as well. That is true. Surely, if they were truly experts in deception, they wouldn't have been caught. Well, yes, you do have a point there. It seems to me like we need more information. I think I was wrong in the, the fish and chips, maybe? I don't remember if this is the one I pressed, though. I'm gonna have to check. Oh, no. Maybe it was the one before? Okay, I think it was the one before. Hold on. This one, maybe? Okay, so I want... Oh, let me... Let me choose a thing. Okay, it was this one. Okay. Okay, some more information. Okay, save scumming. maybe it's the name then. Maybe he used Hugh Boone. If that was Gregson's actual place that he rented. I can certainly appreciate that just knowing the man had red hair wouldn't help you remember in this situation. But what if I told you that the man's name was Gregson? Yes. No, that wasn't it. Maybe that doesn't matter then. Okay, maybe it's a job. Okay, hold on. I just don't want to deal with listening to all that again. Okay. Alright, then is it his profession? I can certainly appreciate that knowing, okay? But what if I told you that the man in the red hairpiece was actually a detective? Yes. Excuse me. Okay, so... Alright, fine. It would appear you found your notice in the paper suspicious and decided to investigate incognito. Ooh. Yes, what do you have to say, Peppino? Something to add, Mr. De Rossi? That's not what we meant, sir. What I mean is, did you not agree with your friend's last remark by any chance? Yes, about the detective, yes. No, shut up, dude. No. There's a man who said... Wait, if he was going incognito, why would he just say that he was from Scotland Yard? What the fuck? Oh my god, he's on a box too! Gregson! Okay, hold on. Sorry, I just need to... No! No! I don't want autoplay. So you're a liar. DeRusso, or however you pronounce it. Wow, what a dick. Indeed it is, sir. Yes. It's too late for you. Again, with the inspector though, I don't understand why he would say he's an inspector if he was trying to go incognito. That doesn't make sense. He looked nothing like... Okay, that's weird though. So someone else came in pretending to be an inspector. If what they're saying is not a lie, if they're telling the truth, then that's strange. Witnesses don't contradict each other, constantly challenge. Oh my god, I wish. So they definitely didn't see... The man who came was younger. Impersonating a police officer. Oh my god, I wouldn't even be surprised at this point in this game series. Oh, let me guess. Is it this guy? He looks very sad. It's probably him, right? Well, we'll see. If you're really an okay, show proof. That makes sense. I would not expect Gregson to lie. I mean, not lie. I wouldn't think he would tell if he was incognito again. He wouldn't say that he was a detective or an inspector at all. Exactly! That's what I was thinking! Definitely. Why would he expose his true identity? Clearly these papers were fake. Yeah, definitely. Do you still have them? Wow. And what happened after he announced that he was a detective? Oh, let me see. So you stole it from the man? He had it coming. Wait, what does it say on there then? Let me see, let me see. Nope, you don't get a say in this courtroom. Hold on, nope, Judge, wait, I gotta look at this. Metropolitan Police Warrant Card. Okay, let's have it open. Let's have a look. Well, I suppose we should see what this inspector's identification looks like inside. Oh my god, I can't speak. Wow, that's a lot of writing. I expected at least a photo or something. But I guess photos were new, so maybe not. And probably expensive to make. So probably not. Yeah, okay. Yes, it definitely looks fake, doesn't it? Out of interest, what name is given? Probably just something plucked out of the air. It's Tobias Gregson. Oh. Wait, it's Gracie's! Wait, what? This Scotland Yard insignia looks genuine to me. But how? And the department and identification number details are all correct as well. Since when have you known those? When did you get that information? Do you mean to say... I know it seems incredible, but yes. I think this is a genuine identification book issued by Scotland Yard. But that's unbelievable! This is the real thing after all. Oh, then maybe he was killed, and then they stole this from Gregson and tried to impersonate Gregson. That's so weird, though. But I still think that maybe it was... this... Oh, whoops. Sorry. This guy. 26 and 25. So young. Nothing to do with you. Caught in the first place. I don't... So we got the book. But maybe... So if it's nothing to do with them, but the name is accurate... I guess... Because they have something that belongs to the victim, that this would work. Yeah, okay. Good. I wonder if I could ask you to examine this identification book very closely. Miss Lestrade? Oh, she would know. Why Miss Lestrade? Because it's a genuine identification. Is this really a fake, or is it genuine? That's the question, which we can't answer ourselves. Don't be ridiculous. No Scotland Yard detective would allow his or her identification to be stolen. That is the boss's. No question about it. Oh dear, there we go. As I suspected. The undercover detective who attended the Red-Headed League enrollment on the day in question was the real Inspector Gregson, carrying out an incognito investigation. Oh dear.
What do you have to say for yourselves?
But if the boss had his identification stolen, he would have reported it straight away. I mean, he was always on at me about it. If you lose something, report it at once, he'd say. Again, I think it was stolen from him after he was quote-unquote killed. Could it be then that the inspector was physically unable to report it? Or he was killed after? Unable to... You're not suggesting. Yes, it's quite possible that he was killed before he had the chance to report his identification stolen. Okay, the defense hold on, what is... Posits? Assume as a fact or put forward as a basis of argument. Alright. The victim was killed the day before his body was discovered at a different location. Do you two have anything to say about that? Oh no, they're crying. They're crying in a foreign language. Wow. Oh, now they're both crying. Stop your whining and start talking. Oh my god. Oh dear. But you will tell everything or face the worst possible outcome. Oh my god, what a bunch of crybabies. Here we go, yeah. Oh no. For crying out loud. They're still crying. How did you even get Gregson? You guys don't look strong enough to do that. So you took him prisoner, but you didn't hurt him, you say? It doesn't matter how nice the room is, it's like, you still took him in. You locked him away. There's a lot to unpack, I know, I'm just confused. He's still crying. Oh dear. There's just fighting all over. I mean, either way, if he was a real detective or not, that's like, you shouldn't do that. So, on the day before the incident, Gregson spent the night confined in this pair's hideout. Did you feed him at least? Give him water? They're still crying. Oh my god. Do you realize what you're saying? Oh my goodness. I'm sure the detective did not intend it either. No. I don't... Again, I don't... Okay. I don't think Gregson was the one that went there, even if they had the right papers, because they said he was clean-shaven, sad-looking. I don't know. It's weird. But it's hard because he had the actual papers too, so it's... So the rented room is where? Behind Lime Street, but is it the same okay. That doesn't quite add up though. If you didn't think the man was a real inspector, there would have been no reason to take him prisoner, would there? Oh, more crying. I mean, okay. Too scared. Why? Because why had he come to this park? We didn't know. There was a chance that he'd seen through my plan. He was up to no good. Like, you guys have the right to say that. I think most people would agree that it's you two who are up to no good. Oh dear. What I don't understand is why the inspector felt the need to show you his identification in the first place. Because it wasn't him, probably. No! That's weird. I don't know. Oh god, I can't put anything together right now. I really want to show them the guy's face. The other guy. In for a penny, in for a pound, okay. What do you mean by a little tussle exactly? A minor incident. Well, what? Well, you took him prisoner. Just because the room's nice doesn't mean he would want to leave or wouldn't want to leave. Can you blame him? No. Again, I really can't see Gregson being caught by these people. These two youngins. I can't really say that. The older one is only like 3 years younger than I am, but still. I really can't see Gregson being able to be caught by these two. Wait, you didn't shoot the man in your haste, did you? just making sure. Oh, it's a lie. Mr. DeRossi, is something wrong? Oh my god, stop. Something Mr. Rousseau, I think is how you pronounce it, just said seemed to make you, well, they seemed to make you act even more strangely than usual. What was that all about? This is one of those turnabout thinking times. They seem incapable, so how did they do it? Ah, oh, that's fair. How would they do it? No, Peppino, keep talking. I want to know. How did he do that? No, those bruises are not fantastical. Oh, but this... This guy had the same bruises! Or has the same bruise. Sorry, that took a while to get there. Also, his hair is very... Wait, did he steal it then? He has a thin chin. Maybe it was him, but why would that... But then how is he involved? Did he kill Gregson? I don't understand. You do, now. Yes, I want to see. That's messed up. This case is wild. Even if we understand something, it just opens up a chasm. Oh no, oh no. That red ring around your neck. You got that when you were dragged back to the house. Oh, that's not something to be proud of, that bruise. No, 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 no. How about this red ring around Mr. DeRossi's neck? I wonder, does it matter? It's important! I'm not gonna even say scum, I don't care. Mr. DeRossi, I'm going to have to ask you to amend your testimony with details about that mark on your neck. Fuck you. Okay, let's see what can be done here. It's a long case, but they do keep it interesting. Okay. So far, there's been a lot of silliness, but hopefully things will open up. The collar? What collar? Are you saying that red mark was caused by a collar? A leather collar. Oh no. Is this true, Mr. DeRosso? Not the dogs, oh no. A strong chain. And you put that around your friend's neck. Well, he was smart to want to leave. You didn't do that to Inspector Gregson as well, did you? Oh. It's starting to sound a lot more like a prison all of a sudden. Yeah, it is. So, the following morning, when you released the inspector... But, hold on. Let me take a look at something. No, no. So, if the person wasn't Gregson, I still want to know how the guy got it. I still don't know why they don't have money though, if they're nobility. I'm so confused. Ow, sorry. Okay. So weird. No justice. If he's held against his will, it's still a prison. No again, Mr. Naruhodo. So... So I'm still assuming it's not him, it's that guy, the other guy. I don't think so. They're crying again. Perhaps we should try to find out exactly what happened. Okay. Okay, let me get to the ring on the neck. So, I'm trying to decide on whether I need to present that photograph of Gregson, because he doesn't have that ring. So, because I can't present a person. So I'm gonna try Gregson's photo. Yeah, okay, good. So the day before his body was discovered, Inspector Gregson was taken prisoner while working incognito. It's not the location, it's the act. That's what we're saying. Anyway, however you describe it, there's one glaring inconsistency that remains. I would ask the court to look closely at this photograph of the victim, Inspector Gregson. You will see that there is no red ring visible around his neck. Yeah, because it's a different guy. Given that the mark is still clearly visible on this witness's neck, we'd expect to see bruising on the victim who was put in the collar more recently than Mr. DeRossi. So I'm saying it's out. I'm saying it's the other guy. It would appear, then, that on the day before the incident, the man who visited the park on Lime Street posing as an incognito inspector was not Inspector Gregson at all. Why are they crying again, though? I don't know. Maybe they're frustrated. If that's true, however, how do you explain the inspector's identification? This is a genuine identification book issued by Scotland Yard. It's inconceivable that someone could have stolen such an important item from the inspector. The prosecution made that assertion itself. It's true. And we also know that the inspector had made a note about the Red-Headed League in his diary for that day, which surely means that we can't divorce the two events completely. Now I have to figure out why that guy is involved. Did he kill the inspector or not? What? Oh, there we go. But we know another person who had bruising around their neck. But equally, if they actually encountered an imposter, how did that person come to be in possession of the real inspector's identification? I have an idea of who it is, but not how they took it. The whole thing defies explanation. It is for precisely these occasions how we keep meticulous notes in the court record, Mr. Naruhodo, because those are the facts, and the facts cannot lie. I mean, they can, but I see what you mean. No, the facts can't lie. Even when they point to something so incredible, it's almost unbelievable. Well, my lord, the true identity of the person who turned up in the park for the Red-Headed League's enrollment is revealed by information in the court record, I believe. In the people section. Very tantalizing, Mr. Naruhodo. So why don't you help us all to see whatever truth it is that you've apparently seen? Who exactly was this inspector that appeared before Mr. Rousseau and Mr. DeRossi? An imposter, of course, not himself. Though it seems incredible, I admit, the undeniable facts point to only one thing. Since no bruising can be seen on the victim's neck, the person who these two red-headed men took prisoner that day cannot have been Inspector Gregson. In other words, your whole argument up to now has been a waste of time. No! No! Shut up! On the contrary, I haven't finished. What? There's no bruising on the victim's neck, so the question immediately posed next is, who exactly was the man in the park on Lime Street found to be carrying Inspector Gregson's identification? And we know this! We know this! It's definitely harsh if it left a bruise like that lasts days, dude. Clearly, the defense has an idea about that. We do! About the true identity of the man these two imprisoned that night. We do! We got it. We got it. It's this guy. It's weird because he doesn't seem like he'd be involved in all of this, but once they showed the bruising, I was like, alright, here we go. One of the witnesses who was in the stand in this very courtroom earlier today. A nameless man whose only occupation appears to be peddling hearsay to passers-by. What on earth would a street seller be doing with the police inspector's identification papers? Witnesses, is this the man or not? Seems like it was. Maybe the lip thing happened after? He has... No! He has the bruise! It seems improbable, yes, but one undeniable fact remains. During his testimony earlier, I noted something around the man's neck. A red ring of bruising. Oh, did the lip happen with the tussle? The defense demands that Mr. Gossip be brought back to the stand. God, this is long. Bring him back. There it be. For all to see. Well, I never. An undeniable ring of bruising indeed. Of course it is. Now what's going on here, eh? I've always had this me. It's a birthmark in it. No, it's not. A birthmark, you say? I assume the reason you've been recalled to the stand has been explained to you. He just doesn't want to be caught. Something about an inspector again. But I'm telling you, you've got it all wrong as usual. You're denying all knowledge of it. Of course he is. Well, at least you have more stories to peddle back on Fresno Street, won't you? Now, we're going to need you to testify again. And you, Mr. DeRusso and Mr. DeRossi, I'm sure you'll cooperate, won't you? No, you don't. Very big trouble, yes. That kid is too happy, I know. Always happy. I think it's the pasta. Food brings me in a good mood too, so... Well, he has a bust up lip. You guys probably... I mean, maybe. No! No! Absolutely not. No, Ryunosuke, don't give up. Well, yes, that's hard to explain, but... Isn't there anyone in this courtroom who thinks I might be onto something? No. Oh, except you, Susato, always. So nice, thank you. Okay. It has to be this guy, though. Maybe he looks different without the bust lip. stop showing it off like that. It's so sad. That's not a birthmark. Really now? And I thought being Japanese made you stand out in London. I mean, it does. So you maintain that you've never seen this man before? Okay. I don't believe you. Sophia's pride has outgrown the frustration with your hair now, has it? Because they were complaining about being made fun of. Well, yes, I don't imagine I'll forget those lips in a hurry either. Likewise, I've never seen red hair like yours until I came to Britain. Maybe. I doubt it, no. No, lad, I was born right here on Fresno Street, and I've never left. Then that's not true, okay. So you definitely didn't go to the park on Lime Street that day, Mr. Gossip. So he did. No, I don't believe you. Also, the Red-Headed League gives money, so I wouldn't. I don't think that counts. Unless you're wearing a wig, or you dyed it. Hold on. I just want to look at something really quick. Okay. Mr. DeRusso. Well, he recovered very fast there. Did Mr. Gossip's words just now lead you to remember something relevant, perhaps? Spill the beans. Yes. See, he was there on Lime Street. With what money? With a bank? Wait, hold on. What? Hold on. Wait, let me get a better look at your face, dude. Let me look at your eyebrows. Actually, let me just... Hold on. Okay. What did it say? Was it Hugh Boone? It is Hugh Boone! Wait, so he... I was thinking that maybe he was him, maybe, but then the nose doesn't make sense. But he has a sad face, but their eyebrows are similar. Not in this photo, but like in the models in the game. So I'm like, I don't know. But the swirly hair is just too distinct. But the chin is wrong. I don't know, but he's Hugh Boone. I knew it. Well, too bad. You're in the courtroom. Unless it's relevant to the case. No! No, no! Hugh Boone, no! I object. I object! I'm sorry, my lord, but the defense does object. Because the name just mentioned has a very deep significance to this case. As it happens, my lord, that particular name has already been mentioned during today's proceedings. It has, yes! Hugh Boone, the name of the leaseholder of the room. Let me put this very simply. The victim's body was discovered in your rented room. I suggest, sir, that you start talking. Well, alright. I suppose that might be the case, eh? So your real name is Hugh Boone? No! I don't think it is, though. Or are you? But why would that guy's wife's photo be in there? That makes no sense. Why didn't you bring this up before? It's like I told you already. I don't like talking about my personal life. I'm a tidbit peddler as far as everyone else is concerned. No fuss. No! Yes, you must. Kazuma, you were out for a while. This shit has been happening the whole time, I know. So the leaseholder, Scotland Yard, has been looking for since the body was discovered. Has been here under our noses all along. Yes. Because he was found in your room dead. So, you live in that room presumably, do you? No, I don't live there. Why would you rent the place then? Like, why would you waste money to rent it? You have to say. Then how about the notice board in there? Which was covered from top to bottom in confidential documents only the police should have had access to. That is true. No, that board's not mine. The inspector must have brought it along. It's only the other bits and bobs that belong to me. The desk and the chair and that. People don't generally carry enormous notice boards around with them. The real question is, why was Inspector Gregson killed there, in your room? I don't believe you. Or maybe he's renting it for someone else. Oh wait, are you... Maybe he's related to the guy. Hold on, let me just... Vigil. You mean you have no family? No, none at all. So I spent my days on Fresno Street, peddling tidbits to passerbys. That's how I'm going to finally undo this, man. Sounds kind of... It does, kind of. I didn't really think about it that way, but oh my god, you are so right. Maybe he's related, though. Looks like I'm not going to get anywhere here unless I can produce some proof. You're basically asking... Okay. What are you gonna undo? His shirt? Granted, Boone is incredibly low standards. You can do better, Ryunosuke. I know, no. Ryunosuke can do way better. You got a fine person right across from you. Anyway. Maybe you could, say with a mustache, or beard to cover that lip up that lip. Aye, perhaps. But if I was going to stick some fake facial hair on to cover up this fine specimen, I'd end up looking like his lordship over there, wouldn't I? No. Well, the lordship does have some curly bits on his, top there. Judge is like, nope. Sorry, my lord. My imagination got the better of me there. He gave you his sword. Exactly! The sword that held his soul in it. Of course. Well, Inspector Gregson did wear a mustache, of course. You're right, he did. So perhaps he was hiding something himself. He could barely have hidden a crumb in his mustache of that size. Maybe it was the husband guy then. I still don't know what happened to him. He has to be part of this whole thing, I think. That's the extent of their testimony, is it? I don't know what the feeling is. Susato. If it's not him... then I don't know. Because I feel like it has to relate, because I keep thinking this case has to relate to these two people. I can't look at, okay. This guy, and then her, because her photo's there, which made me think that he was the one that did it, but now I'm just like, okay, hold on. So maybe I have to bring up... Because... But he says he doesn't sleep there, or he doesn't live in there, but that doesn't make sense. So either... Mr. Vigil... or her... Because, I mean, to be fair, they both kind of have that twisty hair. Or maybe... I don't know, But then he wouldn't have a photo of someone else's wife. So either he's him, like I originally thought before, or he's related to her, or... Because that hair is just too distinct, I keep saying. I know I keep repeating it, but man, it's... Okay, I'm gonna do this one. Okay, cool. If you have no kinfolk, as you put it, then explain why it is that among the sparse furnishings we found this photograph in the room. He needed to flat iron it for us to believe it, yeah. I presume, as you've been renting the room, that this photograph belongs to you, does it not? Oh my god, are you really him? Mr. Boone, drop the pretense, and tell the court exactly who you really are. Oh, I love this music, it's back again, like from last time. I don't know what you mean. I'm a peddler, I keep telling you so. A peddler with banknotes. You really don't need to bother with me. Please, just leave it alone. Your wife's looking for you if you are who I think it is. As the man says, leave it alone. Whatever the truth is about this man's life, it has no bearing on this case. It's not true. Because it's simply not possible that he impersonated Inspector Gregson. How can you be so sure? Just look at the man. No amount of disguise could ever hide those unmissable features. No. But what if we were to look at this the other way around? What do you mean? Oh, come on, guys. Seriously. Well, there's no denying that Mr. Boone's lip is very prominent indeed. But consider the possibility that his prominent lip is itself part of an elaborate disguise. That's true. Then hiding that prominent feature, in other words, revealing his true face, would make an utterly impenetrable disguise. Oh my god, is he really him, like I thought? Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Boone? Oh my god. Why are you hiding like this? Your wife's looking for you. If that's a disguise, then underneath it, his true identity must be. Yes, that's right. There's really only one person he could really be. My lord, the defense believes it can reveal Mr. Boone's true identity to the court. Impenetrable Capcom writers, that was lazy. Why are you so against having your identity known? Oh my god, it's really him! Your real name is actually Mr. Vigil, isn't it? Mr. Daily Vigil. Oh my god, yes! It's a name I encountered yesterday, my lord. It has to do with a certain client of Mr. Sherlock Sholmes. A young gentlewoman came to the detective asking him to locate her missing husband. The woman in this photograph, in fact. This is Mrs. Vigil. What? From what I understand, you haven't returned home since the night before the inspector was found dead. Oh, Boone! But of course, on that night, you were being held captive by the two red-headed League men. And last night, you were put up by the prosecution service in preparation for testifying in this trial. Because we'd been led to believe that you, Miss Venus, and Mr. Sandwich were all homeless. Being important witnesses in this case, we needed to know where we could find you, of course. And that explains why you've not only been unable to return home, but also unable to contact your wife, who's been beside herself with worry, waiting for you at the Vigil residence. Now, just you hold on a minute. Oh, God damn it. What I'm talking about, really? Wait, what did he say? I don't have the first idea. Okay. Dude, you look like him. It's a simple enough matter to confirm my suspicions. All we have to do is pull off that disguise. No, please. Alright. We're getting rid of that disguise, dude. Let's call his wife. Yes, bring her in. You're fucked, dude. No, stop. Get off. Oh no. I knew it. You should have straightened your hair. Oh, the lip was fake. I mean, I figured, but kudos to the writers for tying this side plot in so well. Yeah, I was wondering from like the beginning, how are they related? Because they had to be related in some way, because they wouldn't bring this guy up for no reason. So when I saw the hair, I was wondering, are they related in some way? Okay. Oh, you've changed your clothes too. Fancy. Lift your head, sir, so the court can see your face. Oh, he looks so sad. Of course I was right, Judge. Come on. So you've seen this guy. Why is he so pretty, though? On the day of the Red-Headed League enrollment, the man claiming to be Inspector Gregson who appeared before Mr. DeRusso and Mr. DeRossi in the park was you disguised as the inspector, or rather, was you posing as the inspector in no disguise at all. Mr. Vigil was formerly employed as the chief warder of Barclay Prison. Again, we're getting back to the prison. Oh my god. Because he was fired. Well, it's been 10 years since Mr. Vigil worked at the prison. Yeah. Oh, definitely bring the wife in. I want her in here to hear all of this right now, because she didn't know he was fired. I'm really dreadfully sorry about all of this. Yes, it's true. I am Daily Vigil. Oh dear. And you were the chief warder of Barclay Prison 10 years ago. Lied to her for years, I know. A decade, a full decade. So, where did Mr. Hugh Boone come from? Boone is the other me. It's a name I invented. The other you? What the fuck? I'll explain everything. I'll tell you just how wretched my life has become. I don't know if I could deal with that. I think I'd have to divorce a partner. No, seriously though, like, this is too much. As you say, it was 10 years ago now that my employment as Barclay's chief warder came to an end. I like this music too. Having left the prison service, I searched for a new occupation by which to earn a wage. But times were hard in London, and I found no suitable engagements at all. In desperation one day, I turned my hand at selling wares on Fresno Street. But your wife appears to know nothing of this. She still maintains that you are the chief warder at Barclay Prison. I was utterly determined that my wife should not know of my failings, which is why I never told her. I opened an account at the bank under the name of Hugh Boone, and I rented the cheapest room I could find on Fresno Street. But how... okay. Yes, that's right. That's really sad. A place from which I could emerge every morning at 8 as a squalid peddler, and transform myself back every evening at 5 into a well-dressed man about town before returning home. That quickly became my daily routine. How do you get enough money to support his wife? I mean, because at the time period, she probably wasn't working much. This reminds me of Master Mask. It does! Except he was successful and a great thief. But it's so true, he didn't tell his wife about it at all. I feel like with the mask it would work out though. I mean, it did work out in the end, but with this guy, I don't know how well it would work out. I was puzzled by the lack of furniture in the room, but that explains it. But why on earth didn't you just tell us this in the first place? I have a wife, sir, and 2 sons. Oh, you have children. And without wishing to sound self-conceited, they regard me with some pride. I couldn't bring myself to disappoint them. So instead, you decided to conceal your occupation from them. 2, that has to be expensive. Oh my god. Children they are so expensive. And that sucks. That he... like this is, I mean, I understand the situation is not ideal, but I don't know, this, like, if you told them, like, I don't understand why he couldn't tell them and be like, we need to work our money out a little bit, instead of like being like, hey, I need to support you guys. I still don't understand how he got the money though. Like, being a peddler wouldn't give him that much money, I would assume. It's just very strange to me. Was he the only breadwinner? I don't know. Hold on. Like, maybe... or how old are his children? I mean, I feel like they wouldn't be that old, because Evie is only 36. She's fairly young. So... huh. I don't know. Maybe she does do some work. But she said earlier that her husband is in a pretty high position. That's why she can afford to be like, you know, that's why they're very well off. So I don't know. I've made such a terrible mess of everything. Still, one thing doesn't add up. No matter how many tidbits of information you could sell to passing gentlemen, even at 6 pence apiece, you couldn't hope to match the salary you must have commanded as chief warder at the prison. She looks rich, but she could have lied to us. That's true too, but I don't know. Yeah, that is very strange. vigil. Were you stealing? Oh? Wait, what? What? Oh. Then why would... Huh? I knew him from my time working at the prison. When he saw what I'd become, he was deeply troubled for me and my family. And from that day forward, he visited me on Fresno Street with increasing regularity. Then one day, he asked me if I could carry out a secret assignment for him. Okay, sorry, his movements aren't as exaggerated. I'm really thinking about, like, you know, Eggert Benedict, whatever his real name was, I don't remember. I'm really getting like those weird JoJo vibes right now. Then one day, he asked me if I could carry out a secret assignment for him. A secret? What was it? I was to... Very JoJo. Very JoJo. Overly chill version, yeah. I was to impersonate the inspector. What? Impersonate him? What the fuck? We always met in that little room so the inspector could brief me. Visit Orgsees tomorrow and take a statement from the proprietress. It was always something along those lines. Surveillance work, interviewing people. On those occasions, he would lend me his identification so people would believe who I was. My instructions were to make an impression, to let people know that Inspector Gregson had been at work. And for those services, he compensated me financially. So work under the table, huh? But why? What was the point of you impersonating him? I truthfully do not know. All I can say is that the inspector warned me on numerous occasions. Well, it's being blabbed now. Too late. No, I don't want Gregsy to be dead. But that's why the photo of his wife is there. In time, he started to bring papers with him to the room as well. Oh god, it became something of a second office for him. So, in fact, the person who declared himself to be Inspector Gregson at the park on Lime Street was really... Yes, it was me, acting on the inspector's orders. As usual, I removed my boon disguise, and then went as instructed to the park, armed with the inspector's identification book. It never occurred to me that the bruise on my neck might give me away. But that still doesn't... But who killed Gregson? It would seem this confession completely destroys the defense's case. Oh, no! Who killed him? He tried to be... Okay. Too weak. After all, it wasn't the inspector who went to the park that day. It was me. Oh, goodness. But no, but who killed him? I don't... It's not Van Zieks. I'm positive, but... Shut up! You crybaby motherfucker, stop! But this doesn't prove Van Zieks did it either. Oh, I need tea. Okay. God damn it. Shut up. But no. Huh? Wait, Kazuma, what? Wait, what? Okay. Pardon me, my lord, but with your permission, I would like to pose one further question to the witness. Kazuma. It concerns the events of 10 years ago. I believe you would have been present at a very significant execution that was carried out at the time. The professor! Oh, he wants the details, got it. The execution of the professor, Genshin Asogi. I want to know exactly what your involvement was. Oh. Answer me, man. Kazuma. I believe so too. Kazuma, you're not yourself. You're not as calm as collected as usual. Poor Kazuma-sama. No wonder he's acting this way. Mr. Vigil's memories of what happened 10 years ago would tell the tale of Genshin Asogi's last moments. His own father. I know, I do understand that, but even so... Prosecutor Asogi, do you genuinely believe that this question requires an answer in order to learn the truth behind Inspector Gregson's death? I need you to trust me, please. Very well. Then the defense has no objection. Oh, we need to know! Could you tell us why? I know! Come on, Vigil. The truth is, I remember very little of that time. You've forgotten? I'm sorry to say, yes. As I said, I resigned from my role at the prison 10 years ago. But for some peculiar reason, my memory of the events leading up to that moment is extremely hazy. Were you drugged? Oh, he's so angry. Does it not strike you as strange, Mr. Naruhodo? Sorry? Well, 10 years is a long time, but I've forgotten the reason why he left such an important job. Yes, you're right. That is weird. It's like a life-changing moment. And not only that, Mr. Vigil's claim contradicts what we already know. Hold on. Because he didn't leave the job, he was dismissed. The human spirit is a fragile thing. It's broken all too easily. Which is why we have a tendency to wrap it up for protection. Sorry, the human spirit. I'm afraid I don't understand what you mean. When we experience pain and suffering that we feel unable to bear, we block it out, obliterate it from our memories, seal it away. But it never truly leaves us. If the seal is broken, the memories resurface. And when they do, the fragile spirit may finally be crushed. But I really don't. Kazuma-sama. Oh. But if it must be crushed, then so be it. Because the truth will not stand buried. It's coming out, one way or another. Right, now I understand. It's clear what his intentions are. He means to expose the truth, at any cost. Aww. Perhaps if I pointed out the contradiction in what Mr. Vigil claimed earlier, it might cause some crucial memories to return to him. But should I? Should I present the evidence or not? I mean, do we have a choice? I'm gonna save, and then I'm gonna present it. Because he says he left his job, but he was dismissed. I have no idea how this is going to go. But this is a court of law, and I have a duty to pursue the truth. Mr. Vigil, I'd like you to look at this. Evidence that clearly contradicts your version of events. Yup! Just a few moments ago, you made the following statement. I resigned from my role at the prison 10 years ago. You didn't, though. You were dismissed. Fired. In other words, you claim to have left the post of chief warder of your own volition. Well, yes, of course. Why? Tell me. Do you remember seeing this document before? No, I don't. This is a dismissal note ordering the immediate termination of a prison staff member's employment. A dismissal notice? And the name on the notice is yours, Mr. Vigil. What? 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 It's mine? You really don't remember. So you didn't resign from the prison service at all. For some reason, you were dismissed as chief warder from Barclay. No, there's been some mistake. I'm sure. I'm sure I tendered my resignation. The dismissal notice is nonsense. I mean, I got it from the office. Isn't it? I wonder if... If you were forcibly dismissed, there must have been good reason. Clearly, you did something. Mr. Vigil, it's time to break the seal and have you remember. The fuck is going on? According to the few remaining records, the final execution that you supervised was on 17th of June, 10 years ago. And on that day, something very serious took place at Barclay Prison. The 17th of June? Was that? The professor's execution? Professor? As you were the chief warder at the time, it stands to reason that you would have been present throughout the proceedings. Oh my god. It does sound familiar. And yet, the execution never took place. Right, it's all going back. Okay. The convict, ostensibly executed earlier that day, later re-emerged from his grave. The convict came back to life in the cemetery in the middle of the night. there was a witness. However, the witness claims that a moment after he saw the convict clambering out of his grave, a gunshot rang out from over his shoulder, and the bullet pierced the professor's chest, killing him instantly. Those may have been the professor's actual last moments. Yes. Okay, weird. Well, Chief Warder Daily Vigil, I know there are memories in your head that can explain what happened on 17th June 10 years ago, and now it's time for you to drag them up. Remember, Mr. Vigil. Imagine if that's what happened, trying to work, and you just start spinning every time you remember something you forgot. Yeah. Just, it takes a few minutes to actually get everything back into place, too. Man, people will look at me weird everywhere. Vigil? You okay, buddy? No. Yes, the whole prison. It was complete chaos. Oh, he looks dead. The prisoner escaped. He was killed in the cemetery. The shocking news ripped through Barclay like a hurricane. What? Wait, what? So he escaped. Wait, what? Wait, I'm confused. He looks like he's gonna pass out. Yeah, his eyes look dead. My head, it's like some floodgates have been opened. The images, the screams. Oh, my goodness. The papers. There were reports, articles about a man who'd seen a ghost. Yes, Enoch Trevor. No. There were traces at the scene. Traces of what? In Lowgate Cemetery, at plot number 139. Blood. Lots of blood. That's where the man was buried, of course. Obviously, something terrible had happened there. Oh my god. I reviewed the police records from the time extensively. A thorough investigation was conducted by Scotland Yard to ascertain how the convict managed to escape in the first place. And the conclusion reached by the investigating team was that a member of the prison staff must have been involved. Yes, and I was suspected of doing it. Or of using the mass murder's execution as a way to help him escape. I don't think he did it, though. You did what? I remember now. The horror of it all is coming back to me. One evening, a few days after the execution, some detectives came to the prison. I was called to the governor's office at the top of the watchtower. Man, that guy's tall. As soon as he told me that, my mind just went completely blank. And the next thing I knew, oh wow, he's spinning faster. Dude, if you weren't already dizzy before, you're definitely gonna be dizzy now. The professor, the most hated killer in all our country's history. And I let him escape. I'm finished. My life is over. What? Dude. Oh. I do want that clock. I know that clock is really cool. The guillotine one, right? Oh dear. Okay.
似てるモン氏は意識を失い、その日の審理は中断された。またしても呪いのように浮かび上がる殺人鬼の影。バンジークス卿、ミテルモン氏、アソーギ、そしてグレグソン刑事。彼らを縛り付ける重い鎖は過去からの闇を引きずっている。そこに光をもたらす奇跡はもうそこまで迫っていた。
Oh my god. Oh, fuck off. No. God damn it. No! Fuck off! Darn. No! How am I supposed to leave it at here? I'm not gonna be playing this for another 2 or 3 weeks. No! I don't like this. No, this is awful. God. Okay, well, before I stream this next time, I'm gonna have to rewatch some of this. But let me just see this little introductory bit and then we'll end the stream. How about that? Okay. Just a little discussion here and then we'll, yeah. Just absolutely insane. Okay. I still can't quite believe what just happened. I know. I inquired with the bailiff after the court session was adjourned. And it seems Mr. Vigil was taken to the hospital to recover. Wow, that serious. Well, I mean, his mind did kind of break. So that checks out. Right. 10 years ago now, Mr. Vigil attempted to commit suicide by jumping out of the window of the prison governor's office. Oh my god! So that's what happened. But ever since then, he's completely blocked the memory of those events from his mind. I don't blame him then. Nobody knew his secret, not his family, not even the man himself. But I forced it out in the open. Was it wrong of me to do that? Did I overstep the mark? I wonder. I mean, that's a survival technique, go brains. I know. I feel so bad. Bruno! Oh, Iris. Oh, you're back to your usual outfit. I mean, you've been back to your usual outfit, but I'm so used to seeing those balloon buns. Okay. Oh, Iris. You were miles away. Anyway, I've brewed a fresh pot of soothing tea for you. Oh, Iris. If anyone dislikes your character, they're wrong. Oh, thank you. You and Sissy haven't had an exhausting day so far, haven't you? Oh. Thank you, Iris. How thoughtful of you. Do you happen to know where Mr. Sholmes is? When we came out of the courtroom back into the defendant's antechamber, he disappeared. Oh, no, I don't know. He just suddenly sprang to his feet and left. All he said was, "I must leave." Well, that's not suspicious. I wonder if he's pursuing the mystery of Inspector Greggson's death. Well, you know what Hurley's always saying, don't you? There are mysteries in this world that should perhaps never be solved. Don't say that. If I get it. For the construction of a solution comes only at the expense of the destruction of something else. What does that mean? Oh no. He knows very well that when you open someone else's old wounds, you often open your own too. But he just can't take his own advice and leave well alone. Solving mysteries is too important to him. I feel like that's an excuse of Herlock to not answer reasonable questions. He's always, yeah, that's fair. Especially the really difficult ones. That's so true. But that's what I like about Hurley after all. I suppose that's a lot of a great detective in some ways. So then, why the spin shake? Ugh. Let's have tea and then I'll give you a hand. You don't need the gun though. Oh, do you have time, Iris? Yes, I finished this month's manuscript at last, with barely a day to spare before the deadline. Oh, I'm so looking forward to it. A brand new story to read to the adventures of Sherlock Holmes. Of course. You know, I always hide Hurley's violin in the days before I have a deadline. You do? Poor Mr. Sholmes. I'm sure that's very wise, Iris. How sensible of you. It's fair. I feel like she'd be so distracted because he wouldn't stop playing a tune. Now then, my dear fellows, let's make a plan of action before we continue our investigation. Iris, I love you. You're the best. Alright. Anyway. I would also be very sad if someone hid my violin, but that'd be the best idea. Yeah. Especially because they share an area to work. Okay, just in case, I save this here. Because I might start with this one next time. I don't know yet. I don't even know if I'll remember, but yeah, so that way we can kind of reacquaint with what's been happening. Alright, let's go back to the, whoops, no. Let's go back to the title. No, I don't need to save, no, go, don't save. Yes, we're good. Alright. Thank you so much for stopping by, guys. Really appreciate it. This case has been intense so far, and it's gotten pretty, it's really interesting. I can't wait to come back to this when I get back. But yeah, hope everyone has a good rest of the day, night, evening, whatever time it is. Stay safe, guys. Hope everyone stays in good health, and I will see you guys soon, this Thursday or Friday or both, with more Tears of the Kingdom. But yeah, thanks so much, guys, and yeah, good night. Bye.